Hi, it's Andy with Mountain Computers, the GoGreen PC TuneUp guy. Today is April 27th, 2019. I was just watching the video on the 1997 flood here in Reno, Nevada, so that's why I had 1997 in my head. But anyhow, today's letter is G, brought to you by me. And the reason why the letter G came up is in the past couple weeks, I've been working with some older clients. And we have a lot of clients that are old. And when I'm talking old, they're probably 70 plus, and that's okay. When we started working with them, they were 50 plus. Now we're 16 years in business. Some people have died. Some people need glasses. Some people need hearing aids. Some people need canes. So what is the letter G for today? First of three. G is for geriatrics. So let me explain something to you. When I'm trying to help you, or anybody that used to be on my team that used to help you, and you wanted basically help with your computers, the first thing I always started to notice was that you need glasses, or you need hearing aids, or you need to listen carefully. And it's unfortunate, but I don't like to repeat myself very many times. Probably because I don't like other people repeating themselves to me. I try and pay attention, listen very closely, and get what they're saying the first time, and try not to need them to repeat it to me too many times. So, Geriatrics 101. If you get too old to own and operate a computer, admit it. It's okay, just box it up and enjoy the rest of your life. However, some of my clients just really like to communicate with their family, and mostly their grandkids and their kids, and some of them can't anymore. It's very hard. I tell them, just turn it off and put it aside and enjoy the rest of your life. Use the telephone, or get a relative to help them with Skype or some other mode of communication. But really, as you get older, some things you just can't do anymore, like ride a bicycle or swim and float. It's unfortunate, but even me, I'm getting older. My vision's starting to go a little bit, and I'm doing things to compensate for that. I'm getting a little chunky around the edge, but I'm walking twice a day now, almost 45 minutes each time. I'm trying to keep myself lean and fit and able to work on computers, which I love doing and helping people with. So, geriatrics. So, if you come into the store, like so many have come to my store in the past couple months, and we sit down for a minute, the first thing I do is I say, do you need glasses? They go, oh yeah, just a second, let me get those. Do you have to turn up your hearing aids? Oh yeah, just a second, let me turn those up. Write this down. I tell them, if you have a pad and paper, write this down. I don't mind waiting for a minute for people to be able to record something. Like this morning, I just asked one guy, I said, that's your password. Can you remember that? He's like, oh yeah. No, write it down. And then when you write it down, make sure you capitalize and put a little double underline under the characters that are capitalized and explain that. That means capital letters. The thing about glasses is interesting. Even my wife, she'll have 3 or 4 different pairs of glasses, and the one she needs the most is never the closest. It's funny, I don't get it. Maybe one day I will. But I swear, I try not to lose my keys. I always know where my wallet is, my keys are. I know exactly where my computers are. I know the state of my computers. Yeah, I'm still pretty young, but at the same time, I'm going to make sure that as I grow older, the things that I'm experiencing with my older clientele doesn't happen to me. So, G for geriatrics. I know it's a fun subject for some universities, and they have whole colleges and programs on it, but I do get it. I do get it. I think the most important thing is people get older and they come into the store. I don't think they remember that they might smell. Some customers come in and they're a little older. They don't realize that they have a smell, or they have a booger in their nose, or they got, the eyebrows are growing over, big, tiger claws. I don't mind telling people, hey, dude, trim those back a little bit, or your breath is terrible, or you got something up your nose, or you got something in your teeth, or You know, what's that smell? I mean, I've had a couple people come in that are pretty old, and they just wipe out the entire store. The smell. You got to open up the doors and hit everything with Lysol. It's sad, but it's real. Just getting old isn't fun. I don't want to get there. I mean, quality of life, you know. So when it comes to computers, you know, listen to me as much as you can tolerate me. I mean well, but sometimes I come across a little bit sideways. But I love helping people. But G for geriatrics. Come on, folks. It's like the flood of 1997. These people who said, oh my God, it's flooding. Yeah, you built your home and you built your business in a floodplain. It's going to happen. So just like growing old with computers, if you can't see the keyboard, you can't see what I'm showing you, make sure you have your glasses. Because I want to make sure that you understand my time is valuable, your time is valuable. I don't like to repeat myself 10, 15 times. I have learned that with some clients, I have to repeat myself 3 and 4 times. And they call me 3 or 4 more times from home just to repeat the same thing. And that's okay. I mean, no, it's not. But I do understand. So as much as I try and love my clients and help them and tolerate them, I hope they tolerate me for my sense of humor or lack thereof. So whatever. Today's video, you know, G. So what's next? Gmail. Okay, let's talk about email. How many more people am I going to have to help that are still on AT&T email services that is failing? Okay, please, if you have an AT&T email account that you've had forever, get off of it, please. If you've been on PacBell, EnvyBell, any MaBell email address, please get off it. When I asked you to get off it 2 to 3 years ago and you don't follow my instructions and you come back again having problems with your email, do you expect me to just... No, come on, folks. Remember, advice, it may be free. Maybe that's why you don't do it, because it's free. Maybe I should just charge you. And then you'll do it, because if I charge you for consulting advice, then you might listen to it. I guess they say that's what the value of advice is. If it's free, it's probably not worth much. But to me, I hate to say Gmail, but you could go back to Yahoo and get a real Yahoo account, not a fake Yahoo account, the one that came through a marriage or divorce from some other business merger or whatever. So, Gmail. Get a Gmail account, create it real quick, it only takes a few minutes. You just need to, you know, fudge a little bit on your date of birth. You don't need to give them your real date of birth. You don't have to answer if you're male or female or other. I think it's important just to get another account, get your contacts exported from your SBC Global account or AT&T account, and walk away from AT&T forever. Just get off AT&T. The people at AT&T who do support that 2020 number, you can call them and say, you know what, my email password's not working. It really doesn't matter what department you get a hold of, from what my experience. If you just tell them I'm old, I've had an email account forever, and yes, I don't have any services with AT&T right now. However, my email account's been with you forever. They'll keep you on their email servers so they can probably use your information for their terms of service to know what you're doing to send you ads. But other than that, though, get off it. Just let go, okay? So enough about Gmail. So first was Geriatrics. That was a fun one. 2, Gmail. And the last one is the GoGreen PC TuneUp. Green PC TuneUp, that's me, the GoGreen PC TuneUp guy. So anyhow, we just released version 5.1.18 on August 24th, I want to say, or August 26th, I can't remember. But anyhow, there's some major enhancements there for usability and network performance testing. It was downloaded about, gosh, just in the first release of our email communication to our existing base, we had like, you know, only 2 people that unsubscribed. Actually 1. And then when we unsubscribed them, they were like, oh, it was you, Andy. I thought it was some, you know, third-party company that I didn't really know anything about. But then I said, oh, you're unsubscribed, no problem, Mr. So-and-so. And they were like, oh man. I said, do you really still want to be unsubscribed? That's okay. So that GoGreen PC TuneUp, there's 2 sides of that thing that are free. The Create Recovery Point, which is, it fixes the Windows system recovery points that Microsoft still has never fixed. And the check performance is awesome. It tells you where there's problems with your computer. And some of that stuff you could probably Google and figure out. But this one lady who just called today, she had just downloaded, I hadn't helped her out in 2 years, and she had just got my first version of GoGreen PC TuneUp when we first came out. And she had downloaded the new version, and she said it was so fast, she didn't feel like it did anything. And I said, oh yes it did. So I remoted into her, showed her, and she's like, oh. So I realized now I need to add some more training and explanation on the results of the GoGreen PC TuneUp, that if you ran it once before and then you run it again, what is it really doing? I mean, for the betterment of your computer. I recommend running it probably once a month now, where I said once every 6 months to a year, but now it's like once every month, because there's a lot of junk that some of these companies are throwing at you, and I don't know why, but it's important just to, it's okay, run it, pay for it. I'll give you a discount if you watch this video and then you say, hey, I'd like to order it, mention this video and I'll give you a discount. I'll give you 50% off, special. So that'll run you not 19 bucks, but $9.50, okay? A little less than $10, but it's a great utility. It's what we use on every computer that we physically touch and remote into. We include it by default inside your invoice because we'll charge you for the time. I might as well just use my utility at the same time. It just makes my life easier and your life easier. So, oh, and by the way, if I ever do give you a demo code for GoGreen PC TuneUp and it stays on that computer, it will just continue to work, even if you upgrade to a new version of the software. So that's about it for now. So Geriatrics, don't mean to be too hard on older people, but I want you to know I'm going to be there too someday, and some IT guy, which I probably will never bother because I've already been doing this forever, but I might need some parts, but I know how to order parts. That's my background, is supply and engineering. So being geriatric, Pampers, toothbrush, teeth, bad breath, Hey, by the way, my wife is very awesome. She is an amazing lady, but I have to take a shower every day before I get in bed. That's just the way it is. Some people say, no, you don't have to if you're just an office worker. But if you're an outdoor worker or you go to the gym a lot, you'll naturally take a shower. So that's about it. Gmail, get a Gmail account. Get a Yahoo account. Go back to Yahoo, get a real Yahoo account. That's fine. Where else can you get an email account for free? That's pretty global. Not AOL. A lot of people are still on AOL. Hotmail. One of my best friends went and got a Hotmail account, or maybe he already had it and just never said anything. GoGreen PC TuneUp. So Andy, this is Andy from Mountain Computers. I'm the GoGreen PC TuneUp guide. Like, subscribe, and share, and have a great day. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.